Good morning. My name is Siti Nur Aisyah binti Baharun, metric number 180577. I'll present about the urea poisoning, which is urea is a simple compound that contains 46.7% of nitrogen. Urea is used as a source of non-protein nitrogen, which is NPN, in feed supplement. Urea is not necessary in the diet of ruminant animals. It is fed as a replacement for a part of protein in the ratio. The amount of urea a ruminant animal can use depends on the digestible energy or total digestible nutrient (TDN) contained of the ratio. In ruminants, nitrogen from urea is released in the rumen as ammonia and can be used by rumen microflora to synthesize protein. Rumen microbes convert urea to microbial protein and NH3. This protein then becomes available to the animal through the normal process of digestion and absorption. However, if urea is excess, which means the amount is over what the cattle required, the organism can metabolize the ammonia is absorbed from the rumen into the blood, and the urea entering the rumen is excessive over a short period of time. The ruminant environment favors very rapid conversion urea to NH3, and the level of NH3 in the rumen food and the NH3 in the rumen may reach a toxic limit, which causes the animal poisoning. Okay, when the rumen pH rise to the 8, and the normal function of the rumen will cease. The main signs of urea poisoning are due to alkaline corrosive effects of the high NH3 level in the digestive tract and other tissue. The neurocorrosive effect on the brain. Treatment type of poisoning: acute, severe, and mild. Acute signs include salivation, severe abdominal colic, bloat, forced rapid breathing, muscle tremor, incoordination, bellowing, convulsive, violent struggling, weakness, recompensating, and death. And the other two which is the subacute, and lastly the chronic sign. The subacute sign include abdominal colic and milder nervous and circulatory sign, while the chronic sign include poor appetite, listlessness, and lethargy. As the dead new animal becomes cyanotic, diastatic, anuric, and hypothermic, and blood pH decrease from 7.4 to 7. Regurgitation may occur, and that excess NPN occurs within 2 hours in cattle.
Hi, good morning. My name is Hikmah Syami bin Adam. My metric number is 178325. Okay. I would like to talk about the urea cycle, which is known as ornithine cycle. Actually, urea cycle is needed in human, even animal, to convert the ammonia into some other substances like urea or uric acid. So, in our case, we use a cattle. When the cattle eats a plant, which is contain urea, the urea will enter the rumen as ammonia. So the ammonia is is a product of oxidative deamination, which is even the small amount will be very toxic. So we need to convert it or change it into other substances like urea and uric acid for some animals, because they are less toxic. So the insufficiency of the urea cycle occurs in some genetic disorder and even in liver failure. The result of liver failure is accumulation of nitrogenous waste, mainly ammonia, which leads to hepatic encephalopathy. If the cow consume more ammonia, more urea, so the urea also can be absorbed into the bloodstream which cause the hard breeding for the cow, and eventually it also can have a risk to die. So lastly, the overall formation, urea formation is 2 ammonia plus carbon dioxide plus 3 ATP will form urea, water and 3 ADP. So that's all. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Mary Loria Comping and my matrix number is 178685. So today I'm going to talk about the prevention of urea poisoning. Firstly, urea should not be given to fasting or malnourished animals or those with damaged livers. If urea is added to diets of ruminants, it should be introduced slowly and increased to a safe level. Concentrated feeds with 3% urea or more is regarded as high urea feeds. Such feeds should be fed in restricted amounts, preferably spread over 12 hours or more of each day. To reduce the risk of poisoning, mix urea with molasses, sugar, beet or good quality silage. Urea should be mixed thoroughly in the mix. Fertilizers and feeds containing urea should be stored, used and disposed of properly. Spillage should be cleaned up or dispersed as it arises, and rest of pasture for an adequate time before grazing or cutting after an application. So that's all for my part.
Good morning, my name is Selvi and my matrix number is 178830. Today I'm going to talk about one of our case study, which is what will happen if the cow ate 500 grams of fertilizer. So from this discussion, from what all of our group members have discussed, we've come up with few ideas and concept about how it actually works. So the main objectives of this discussion is that we are being able to respond promptly to the given topic to discuss. Everyone in our group members are actually they actually managed to converse efficiently on the given topic, where they able to come up with different ideas and concepts and able to explain to other group members how it actually happens and what really occurs when the cow ate the fertilizer. And secondly, we're exposed to different kind of cases that we might encounter as future vets. Obviously, this cow eating the fertilizer thingy is just like too weird for us, where we've never heard of it before. So in this slides activity, we are able to get to know about different kind of cases that we might encounter as future vets. And thirdly, to be more specific, we managed to learn about the amount of urea that can be consumed by the cow. There are certain amount of fertilizer that we should not exceed so that poisoning or toxification would not occur. And the last one is we managed to find out what happens to the cow after the consumption of excessive urea, where it can lead to fatal cases, and from this activity we also get to know that insufficient knowledge about the management of the cattle might lead to severe problems. Throughout the discussion, we also found a few difficult terminologies that we don't really understand. So there are 4 of it, which includes ruminal microbes, which means bacteria, protozoa, fungi, archaea and virus found in the reticulorumen of the rumen. This means the bacteria that we can actually found in the stomach of the cow, which digest the foods. Yeah. Secondly is the crude protein, which means chemical analysis of food whereby the amount of nitrogen present is used to estimate the amount of protein in the food. Thirdly, it's the rumenotomy, which means surgical opening of the rumen by making the incision on the wall of the rumen. This is a process where it happens during the treatment of the cow. And fourthly is the acute toxicity, which means the adverse effect of a substance that results from either single exposure or multiple exposure in a short space of time, which is within 24 hours. That's it from me, thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I am Shazwani Binti Ahmad, matric number 178014. So I'm gonna talk about how urea flows in stomach of cows. So urea, as we know that urea is a very useful compound. However, improperly fed and formulated of it can be poisonous to cattle. So toxicity of urea and other NPN compounds caused by excessive ammonia levels in their bloodstream. When urea reaches rumen, a compartment in the stomach of cattle, it is rapidly converted into ammonia. But when large amounts of urea consumed in short periods, then microbes can't utilize the ammonia for synthesis of microbial protein as rapidly as it is produced. Quantity of ammonia absorbed by ruminants influenced by the concentration of ammonia in rumen fluid and also the pH of the rumen fluid. The absorption is more rapid when the rumen fluid is in alkaline state. Increasing the concentration of ammonia will elevate the pH and will increase the absorption across rumen wall. Absorbed ammonia converted to urea in the liver. So, I'm gonna talk about the mechanism of urea utilization in the cow's stomach. When urea from feed sources enters rumen, it is rapidly dissolved and hydrolyzed to ammonia by bacterial urease, which is an enzyme. The ammonia then can be utilized by bacteria for synthesis of amino acid required for their growth. Protein synthesis within the rumen by microorganisms is very closely associated to these organisms in the breaking down of cellulose. For less soluble proteins such as zinc, process of ammonia liberation much less rapidly and fairly large proportions of protein may pass through rumen to abomasum without being broken down. When ammonia produced too rapidly in rumen, it will absorb directly into bloodstreams, reconverted to urea in the liver, and excreted through kidneys in the urine and thus lost to the animal. However, there is a small amount of urea in the bloodstream and other body fluids. This urea will find its way to saliva and re-enter the rumen of the cattle. The ability to recycle an urea differs among various species of ruminants. Water intake and nature of ration also influence the response. So, how urease break down the urea? Urease is an enzyme catalyzes the hydrolysis of urea into carbon dioxide and ammonia. So, urease catalyzes hydrolysis of urea to produce ammonia and carbamates. The carbamates produced degraded by spontaneous hydrolysis to produce another ammonia and carbonic acid. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Lin Yining and my matric number is 178225. I will talk about the diagnosis and treatment for the cow who ate more than 500 grams of urea fertilizer grade. For the diagnosis, we can either use sign, lesions, history or acute illness and dietary exposure. For the treatment, it may be difficult for the animal who has a violent behavior, and animals that are recumbent and moribund usually do not respond favorably to the treatment. If possible, affected animals should be treated by luminal infusion of 5% of acetic acid. Luminal reticular fluid specimen for analysis to be taken before the acetic acid therapy. Concomitant infusion of ice water is also recommended to use for the treatment for cow who exceeds 500 grams of urea fertilizer. Acetic acid will lower the pH of movements and prevent further absorption of ammonia by changing uncharged ammonia to charged ammonium ions. Administration may be need to repeat the activity for the affected animal if the affected animal shows against the prenatal symptoms. Acetic acid inactivate acetic ammonia in the GI tract and rapidly form ammonia acetate It can be used by rumen microflora but does not release ammonia. Cold water lowers the lumen temperature and dilute the reactive media, which slows down the urea's activity. In severely affected variant animals, removed lumen contents can be replaced by a haze slurry and a transfer of some lumen nutrient from the healthy cow. And it may serve as an inoculant to restore normal function. Luminant tympani should be collected in indicator and a poker may be installed to prevent recurrence. Pulmonary edema is difficult to treat, although lowering blood pressure with alpha-adrenergic blocking agents such as ergotamine may help. Supportive therapy is indicated. Isotonic saline solution for correct dehydration and calcium glyconate and magnesium solution for release tetanic seizures. Convulsion may also be controlled with sodium pentobarbital. That's all from me. Thank you.